Hi guys, this is Vince and welcome back to my channel. Today, let me show you what are the requirements, including documents, trainings, and certificates if you want to apply for a job on board cruise ships. Okay, but before we proceed, don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page, as well as click on the subscribe button and then ring the notification bell on my YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first two documents that you need are actually PSA birth certificate as well as NBI clearance. These are not actually a requirement if you apply for a job on board cruise ships. However, you will need these two documents to get passport and your seaman's book. Okay, so number one on the list is again your passport. If you already have your passport, make sure that it's gonna be valid for one contract plus 1 month. So technically, it should be valid for about a year. If you know that your passport will expire soon, then you have to renew your passport, and passport nowadays will cost you 950 pesos for the regular processing and 1,200 pesos for expedited processing. Again, in getting your passport, you will need your PSA birth certificate as well as valid ID. Number two on the list, it's gonna be your SRB or Seafarer's Record Book, or also known as your Seaman's Book. Seaman's Book at the day of this upload will cost you 1,000 pesos to 1,800 pesos. However, before you can get this, you're gonna need a certificate of completion for your basic safety training. Basic safety training at the day of this upload will cost you 5,000 pesos, and it's gonna be a 10 days training. Basic training or SOLAS is actually mandatory course designed to teach seafarers with 4 main courses. First, personal survival techniques. Second, fire prevention and firefighting. Third, elementary first aid. And fourth, personal safety and social responsibilities. If you are a new hire or just getting started, all you have to do or to process at this time is your passport and your seaman's book. With these two documents, you already have an edge to your application. Once you have these documents on hand, don't forget to upload this in your profile in Magsaysay or RCCL in SeaTrack. By the way, I have created a video on how to apply on board cruise ships, and I will put down the link on the description below. Once you pass your interview and got hired for the job, then it's gonna be the time, guys, to process the remaining documents. And number one on the list, it's gonna be your medical certificate. Medical certificate, guys, this is gonna be depends on your manning agency. In my case, for Royal Caribbean International, they partnered with Supercare as well as Health Metrics. And getting your medical certificate will cost you around 5,000 to 10,000 pesos. However, in our case, it's gonna be refunded once you get on board your ship. Okay, so number two on the list, it's gonna be your visa. Visa, it's gonna depends on your joining port. If you will be joining a ship in the US, then you will need your C1D visa. Your agency will tell you what visa you need. Again, depends on your contract. Visa usually costs you from 5,000 pesos to 10,000 pesos. However, again, in our case, Royal Caribbean International will reimburse for your visa once you get on board your ship. Okay, so number three on the list, this is gonna be your STCW or other trainings and certificates that you need when you apply for a job on board cruise ships. So STCW requirements, guys, depends on the position that you applied for. But basically, most of the manning agencies will require you to undergo at least 3 trainings. First training on the list is your proficiency in survival craft and rescue boats. PSCRB or proficiency in survival craft and rescue boat is actually a 5-day training and will cost you 3,500 pesos. Number 2 on the list is your SDSD training, or Ship Security Awareness and Seafarers with Designated Security Duties, and this is actually a 1-day training and will cost you 800 pesos to 1,000 pesos. Okay, so third on the list is your crowd and crisis management. Crowd and crisis management, guys, is a 5-day training and will cost you 3,500 pesos. Okay, so that's that for your STCW trainings. Again, this depends on the position. You might need more trainings and certificates if you are applying for an officer position. Okay, so number 4 on the list is your PDOS and anti-piracy. Usually, guys, your manning agency will have you undergo PDOS training 1 month before your departure. This is only a one-day training, and in our case, since it's pandemic, we are doing it online, as well as our anti-piracy training. And the certificate you will get in your registered email in about 3 days. Okay, so number 5 on the list will be your WIS and SRN. WIS is a workers information sheet which you will get online in the POAA, and then your SRN or seafarer's registration number, you will get this online through Marina website. Okay, so number 6 on the list will be your government identification numbers, which are SSS, Pag-ibig, and PhilHealth. Okay, so that's that for the requirements and documents needed if you want to apply for a job on board cruise ships. If you have any questions or if you think I missed something, please let me know on the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you'll be notified on our future uploads. Okay, so all the training expenses, including the meal allowance and transportation, this can easily rise from 20,000 pesos up to 30,000 pesos. Which then again, if you'll include your medical and your visa, this can easily go to as much as 50,000 pesos or even more. So that's why, guys, on my previous video, I mentioned that don't resign to your current job because you're gonna be needing the money for these expenses. What I suggest is that you'll get these requirements, trainings and certificates one by one once you have your extra budget. Also, let me mention that medical examination can be really expensive if you don't do proper diet and if you don't watch your health. And that's why, guys, on my next video, I'll be sharing to you tips on how you can pass your medical examination. So again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you will be notified on my future videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on my next one.